right here, okay?
That's Rodney Hinton Jr. on his way to court to answer to charges that he ran his car into a sheriff's deputy hours after meeting with police to view body camera footage of an officer shooting his son a day earlier. What does the body-worn camera video reveal? I take a look at the new footage just released. Is charged with aggravated murder in the death of Deputy Larry Henderson. Aggravated murder is the most serious murder charge a person can face in the state of Ohio, and it's possible that prosecutors could pursue the death penalty against Rodney Hinton. Police say Hinton intentionally drove his car into Deputy Henderson in Cincinnati on Friday, May 2nd, just outside of the University of Cincinnati. Henderson was a retired sheriff's deputy who was working a detail directing traffic for the university's graduation ceremony when police said Hinton drove into him as Henderson stood on the sidewalk wearing his uniform and a bright vest. Police in Cincinnati say a short time before this happened, Rodney Hinton Jr. left a meeting with Cincinnati police where the chief and other city officials had shown him and his family body camera video of his son, 18-year-old Ryan Hinton, being shot by a police officer the day before.
This is the other officer, the one who fires the shot. This is his body camera as he approaches the scene.
We stopped that video right before the shots were fired. The police chief said Ryan Hinton was in a stolen vehicle that had been stopped by police, and he ran with a gun in his hand.
This is the firearm that was recovered at the scene after the individual was shot. This is what he had in his hand while the officers were chasing him.
After viewing the footage, police say Rodney Hinton Jr. was understandably upset. He left the meeting, and more than an hour later, the call came in that Deputy Henderson had been hit by a car near the University of Cincinnati. Henderson worked for the sheriff's office, not the police department. After being taken to the hospital to be checked out, Rodney Hinton was taken to the police department to be interviewed by Cincinnati police detectives who would investigate Deputy Henderson's death. Then it was time for him to be taken to jail after being charged with aggravated murder.
We're gonna get you where you're going, okay?
Can you stand up for me, sir? I'll put this around your waist. Are you able to stand on your own?
Locked up here.
Here, use this hand to hold you. I'm gonna put this hand in a cuff.
The world can be a really unpredictable and scary place, and that's where our great partner, Morgan & Morgan, comes in. The firm seems a little bit out of it as officers and deputies work to transfer him to the deputies from the neighboring agency.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this hand in a cuff. Alright, I'm gonna put this other hand in a cuff. I'm gonna double lock him, okay? I need you to rotate this right around. You're gonna pinch him. Alright.
I got a double on your ankles as well, so you got your You're fine.
Well,
Sean, been here?
This is not working, so. But you go. You're good. No, I was looking at you.
The deputies then load Hinton into the van for the trip to the jail in that neighboring county. It's Claremont County.
alright, easiest way is just turn around and slide in.
They face me and then sit down and
Walk back,
slide.
walk back. And then swing your leg around. Need help?
Less than an hour later, Rodney Hinton arrives at the jail.
You able to hold yourself up there?
I'm going to ask you some questions, all right? You have a serious medical or mental health issue that needs immediate attention? Is that a yes or a no? Have you recently considered attempted suicide? No. You want to hurt yourself or anybody else? No. Currently taking an addictive substance on opioid therapy? Heavy radiation and chemotherapy the past 6 months? You have a pacemaker? You have anything on you that'll cut us or stick us? You have anything on you at all? Okay. We're gonna pat you down real quick. Have you ever been here before? No. What all you got going on? I see you got the hospital gown. You're in Claremont County, bud. Batavia. You able to lift this foot up so I can feel the bottom of your foot? And your right foot? Okay. We're going to escort you over to the county. You having trouble walking? We're going to start taking these restraints off of you. I'll have you put your hands up on the counter, okay?
I need you to lift your left foot up a little bit so I can get this shackle off you.
He's drag one on this side.
Let's place that hand up there.
Here, leave his hands still for a second. Hold my hands up, please.
Yeah.
The next morning, Saturday, May 3rd, deputies took Rodney Hinton to court to answer to the aggravated murder charge.
These two. Yeah.
Do your hands for me?
Don't let a. These two. Yeah.
Do your hands for me?
All right. Let's go back this way, sir.
I got one.
Right around to the back of the van for me, please. You have to watch yourself getting up there and keep your head down so that you don't end up popping on the top. Yeah, okay? And I'll seatbelt you in once we get you in. Just take your time. I got your back in for balance. I got your back. Watch your head. You got the temp seat there for me? Good? Watch yourself. Do me a favor, just turn your head to the right. Turn your head down, sorry, to your left. Lift your hands. Good.
The deputies make the 40-minute or so drive to the courthouse for the arraignment.
I'm done.
You guys know I'm live. Just signal.
Ready? Ready? I'm on it. Watch your head. Watch your head. Okay, ready? Step down slow. Okay, with this deputy right here, okay?
Come forward a little bit. Just gonna shut the door. Good.
Inside the courtroom, a wall of deputies, colleagues of Larry Henderson's, lined the courtroom. As Hinton was led out of court, he muttered something to the deputies that sounds like going to be gone forever. It is clear Hinton was saying gone forever, but what exactly he was saying isn't clear. The FOP president for Cincinnati Police was told that Hinton said the deputy was going to be gone forever as he was looking at those deputies. He was then driven back to the Claremont County Jail.
Your chest.
Good.
Your knee.
Mary Henderson advice on
Alright. Take a moment, stretch out. Good thing. Grab this rope. Take a moment, stretch out. Watch your head, watch your head. All of your shoulders, stretch you out. Ready? Take your time, take your time. Ready? Yep. You alright? One more. There you go. Take a moment, stretch.
Rodney Hinton Jr. then appeared in court this week since his arraignment was continued, and the hearing was disrupted when his brother tried to speak with him.
Thank you. Is there a case that's going to be called?
Your Honor, Rodney Hinton.
Thank you. Mr. Bennett, at the prior hearing before today.
Got to have a seat.
Have a seat.
Have a seat, sir.
Sit down.
Have a seat.
That's my brother. Have a seat.
Then a detective testified about what he says Hinton did last Friday when he drove into Deputy Henderson.
Tell me what he did after he stopped.
So based on witness statements as well as the video, the vehicle accelerated quickly, proceeded eastbound, crossed into the oncoming lanes of traffic when there was no longer traffic to obstruct his travel. Crossed into the oncoming lanes of traffic, went to the left of those little stanchions that are in the middle of the roadway, into the oncoming lanes, through the intersection, directly at where Deputy Henderson was standing, struck Deputy Henderson and the metal utility pole on the northeast corner of the intersection.
Okay. Were there any evidence of skid marks?
No, there were no indications at any point that he tried to brake, stop, or otherwise avoid Deputy Henderson.
And is that the conclusion that our accident reconstructions have come to at this point?
At this time, yes.
Okay. And does it appear from your review of the video that he headed straight for Deputy Henderson?
Yes.
And did any of the multiple witnesses that you spoke to and the people that were in the vehicles that were surrounding him, the people that were on scene, did anyone indicate that any attempt to slow down or deviate his path straight to Deputy Henderson?
No, everybody said that he accelerated and was traveling at a high rate of speed all the way up until the time that he struck Deputy Henderson.
Hinton's attorney argued that he should get bail, saying he may have mental health problems.
Living with one of the factors with respect to the Ohio Revised Code and detaining a person with no bond is his mental condition. That has to be explored. His mental condition. What was his mental condition at the time that he committed this offense? It's stated in the statute. It's 2937.22. I believe it's C3, the character, physical, and mental condition of the defendant or the accused. That's at issue.
I believe that the witness indicated that his opinion was that the act was intentional.
Right. And in making that opinion about whether or not it's intentional, you need to know the mindset or the mens rea of the person that you're claiming intended to do this. Was he in his right mind? That's relevant with respect to your bond determination.
I'll sustain the objection.
Rodney Hinton is currently being held without bail. His case will be presented to the grand jury. Hamilton County Prosecutor Connie Pillich has indicated she will likely pursue the death penalty. Larry Henderson had retired in December from the sheriff's office, where he had worked for many, many years.
He was a 33-year career deputy for our department. He retired approximately 5 months ago, and he continued to serve under oath, and he was directing traffic that day at what would have been a very, very joyous occasion for the University of Cincinnati graduates. Unfortunately, you know what unfolded, and we have lost Larry. Larry has been a deputy who has been so extraordinary. We've retired his badge number. Badge number 129 will be retired. Larry touched so many lives in this organization because he was a trainer, because he worked in so many specialized units. And Larry was very animate about the fact that he stay on the front line. He did not wish to take exams to be promoted because Larry's service was on that front line. And I have to tell you, that is bravery extraordinaire. When deputies decide that they want to be out there facing every day to day, that's a sacrifice, and it's a sacrifice for his family, and they have made the ultimate sacrifice.
And that's it for this episode of Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Thanks so much for being with me. I'll see you back here next time.